Welcome to the Bear Broadcast. We're your hosts. I'm Bree.
And I'm Izzy. Now let's get into announcements.
We're in the midst of taking AP tests right now, and if you're one of the lucky students taking an AP test, be sure to get the proper amount of sleep and the proper amount of nutrition.
And that's it for announcements. Now let's go to Marie Simmons and her segment, Politics Apocalypse.
Thanks, Izzy and Bree. I'm Marie Simmons, and welcome to Politics Apocalypse. On this episode of Recording the Downhill Trot of Our Democracy, we're going to be talking about the controversial educational policy of school choice, one hardlined by President Trump's Secretary of Education, Betsy DeVos. But if I'm being frank, this is my calculus homework, and the rest of these papers are blank. And that tells you everything you need to know about my expertise on the subject. So instead, we're going to actually talk to people who do know about school choice, educators. Specifically ones at Poly High School. So let's go. I was lucky enough to stumble upon some ASB members themselves. Let's see what they have to say. So what do you two ladies know about the concept of school choice? Okay, I think we got it. It was clear. School choice had people talking. But I was determined to find out exactly what that talk was. What do you think about school choice? School choice. We're here with another student to talk about school choice. What are your thoughts on it?
What do you mean by school choice?
We're going now to visit Mrs. Beck, a history teacher who's going to tell us all about school choice and what we need to know about it.
Is this like an ambush interview? Is that what you've steered
Yeah,
to?
it is.
Miss Beck was not happy, but regardless, she relented and blessed us, and now you, with her wisdom and words. The word is school choice. 3 things that come to your mind when you hear those words.
Okay, as a public school teacher, I'm going to say honestly that we tend as a group not to be in favor of that, but I have to say that there are some cities where I feel people legitimately want another alternative, and maybe we can figure out a way under some circumstances that can take place. Was that 3 things?
No, it wasn't, but you know what? You made it work. Thanks. As luck would have it, I stumbled upon some dirty vagrants in our school's hallway and paused to see what they had to say. What are your thoughts on school choice?
School choice? I think school choice is very important.
What do you think about school choice?
It's the only choice.
What do you think about school choice?
You know, I really think it's just benefiting the country a lot. It's benefiting the students, it's benefiting
This interview was going wonderfully.
the teachers, and I just really could not think of a better
Until we realized
organization to have.
she had absolutely no idea what she was talking about. We're going now to talk to the epitome of intelligence and grace, Miss Annette Gary. Let's go now.
No. What are you doing? Do not put me on camera.
What do you think about
No.
school choice?
No.
No? Okay. I'm sorry.
Curved.
I'll answer if you put it off camera.
Okay. What do you think about school choice?
Is she right there?
I'm facing away from you, I promise. You can see.
What do you mean by school choice? Like vouchers? Oh, it's voucher education.
What do you think about school choice? What do I think about school choice? I have no idea what school choice is. I mean, I feel informed. I don't know about you, but I feel more informed than I did coming into this. So, yay. Marie, why are you wearing different shirts? Why do you look so different? You know what? Rome wasn't built in a day, guys. Okay? Cut me some slack. Okay? Just take the whole lard of slack that you have from never doing your homework and cut me off a tiny little piece, okay? Just, okay? Would really appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Back to you, Izzy and Bree.
Thanks, Marie.
Now to Marley Brady with The Hunt.
Thanks, Izzy and Bree. I'm Marley Brady, your host of The Hunt. On today's episode of The Hunt, we will be taking a look at the war on drugs and how it affects the Poly campus. So what better way to take a look at the war on drugs and its effect on Poly's campus than visiting the epicenter of drug activity itself, Poly Theater. Hey, do you guys do drugs? Any of you do drugs? Do you have any experience yourself of using substances? Any of you do drugs? Do you do drugs? Have you ever done drugs? Hey, have you guys ever done drugs? Have you ever done drugs before? Can I interview you about drugs? Do you do drugs? Do you do drugs? Do any of you guys do drugs? I'm here at Riverside Poly High School Theater, the epicenter of drug use on campus. We're looking for notorious drug dealers. I think I see one right over there, actually. Do you do drugs, Benny Gordon?
No, I'm a good Christian boy.
Like, if the war on drugs was actually a war on, like, drugs because they were bad for people, you would also see the same amount of incarceration ratings in upper, like, middle-class people and upper-class people because they do just as many drugs as lower-class people. But you notice most of the people in prison are minorities who are poor.
Marco Morris, the theater teacher here, is enraged, so enraged in fact, by all of the drug use happening here that he kicked all of us out, as you can see. Look at, all these kids have nowhere to go. Any of you do drugs?
Yeah. Do any of you guys do drugs?
Yeah.
Have you in the past?
Drugs are bad. If you do drugs, you're an inferior human and you should be in prison.
Okay, hear me out. What are your thoughts on the war on drugs?
I think that it has good intentions, but it's being abused to incriminate minorities, and I think that's dumb.
A lot of the times, teenagers do drugs because they feel the pressures from school and home and family, and it's just like really like an escape route, just from all the that we have to go through.
The evidence is conclusive. The fear about drugs in our schools is real, and so are the amount of drug addicts that are apparent based on my interviews. This has been The Hunt. I am your host, Marley Brady. Back to Izzy and Bree.
And this has been the Bear Broadcast. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
We're all just sharing the jacket.
Do not edit me in a way that is not,
I would never.
expressive of what my opinion was.
I don't even know what you're talking about because I've never done that. That's how much I've never done it. I don't even know what it
Camera on
is.
her.
What am I saying? What am I saying?
What?
I don't know what I'm saying. Drug dealer says what? Later, boys. Wasn't good enough for school choice.